Well, hey y'all, welcome to a Friday's R4U on Uncle Bub's Bell Buckle Beer Reviews. I got a brew for you today. I ain't never seen nothing like this, y'all. Now this can, this is an aluminum can, and it's got a label that is put on it. And it's basically, I don't know how they do it exactly. It's like a plastic label that they put around it. And this is a brew. It's a pale wheat ale with Rooibos tea, whatever in the hell that is. It's called a Jungle Boogie. A pale wheat ale with Rooibos, R-O-O-I-B-O-S, Rooibos. I don't know. I ain't never heard of it. I don't know what the hell that is. This is from the Marz Community, M-A-R-Z, Marz Community Brewing Company, Chicago, Illinois. And it says marz.beer. That may be a website or something. I don't know. I've never heard of a .beer. That could be one. I don't know. I might need to try that. But this can, it's given credit. It's got the government warning, all that kind of good garbage right here on the back. But down at the bottom it says artwork by Louis Capozzoli. Louis Capozzoli, maybe. And that's he's given credit for the artwork that's on this can, and it's actually pretty cool. It's just a black background and yellow orange flowers and green leaves all over it. I mean, it doesn't really match for a beer can, but I'm thinking that maybe the Rooibos tea is maybe these represent the Rooibos, whatever the hell, can't even pronounce it. That may represent the tea. I don't know. There's a spider that is on my camera fixing to try to crawl up there in the lens. Get out of there. Big spider crawl up in there. Well, he was a little spider, but he would look big if he got on that lens. Anyway, dadgum. Nothing you deal with out here in the country, y'all. And that's all the information I got. It doesn't have it doesn't have anything else on the can. That's it. Government warning. It's a 5.7% alcohol by volume and 16 fluid ounce. All right. But anyway, Jungle Boogie, pale wheat ale with Rooibos tea. Rooibos, R-O-O-I-B-O-S. I don't know how you pronounce that. Never heard of it. You don't see that there. Rooibos. I don't know. Hell, I'm just a dumb old redneck here in Bell Buckle, Tennessee. I don't know how to pronounce all this weird stuff you ain't never heard of. But I thought this would be interesting. A pale wheat ale. And I'd never heard of this brewery either. Marz Community Brewing Company out of Chicago. So let's see what we got here. I like trying different stuff, y'all. I love beer and I love trying different beers. Some are wonderful, some are some are good. So let's see what one this is. See what we got. Well, that don't look very pale. It looks kind of dark. Or darker, like an amber color. Oh man, look at that. That is beautiful. That is a pretty gold color. It is an amber. It's a beautiful amber color. Man, that is pretty. Wow. Even the head, it's not even an off-white, it's a tan type head. Alright, so it's got a hop aroma coming off that head there, and that head is just lingering. That is a beautiful bright beer, man. Dadgummit. I don't know what the SRM this thing is. SRM, y'all, I don't really know a whole lot about it. I know it has to do with the color of the beer. And this one has got a beautiful, just a beautiful darker amber color to it. That is just gorgeous. That is a beautiful beer. And it smells slightly like an IPA. It's got kind of a hoppy aroma, and it's also got some kind of a sweet-ish type aroma coming off of it. Something I don't really recognize. It might be the Rooibos tea. It may be what I'm smelling. And right now, it's a pretty bright beer, but because I'm getting that hot, well, that poured a little bit of cloud in it that time. I'm going to give it a good swish before I finish pouring it off in there. But it was bright before. Now it's a little bit hazy. But just a beautiful color on that thing, man. Dadgum. You get a taste of that head while it's still close to the top there. All right, so I'm getting a little bit of a hoppy note. Not very strong hop-wise, but man, when you push it down in that finish, it's got a nice bitterness to it. And y'all know I love bitterness in beer, so that nice bitter finish is refreshing to me. I love it. All right, so I can see it pouring out a little more cloudy now. As I pour the rest of it off in there, I'm going to give a can a good swish and see if I can get it all in there. Get another taste of that head. But yeah, it's super hazy now. And that really darkened it up a lot right there. Now it looks like a tea. A Rooibos tea, whatever that is. It looks like a tea now. It looks like a mild lemon tea is what it looks like to me. With the way it hazed everything up. Man, when I first poured it, it was nice and bright and that beautiful amber color. Now it's a lot darker, at least in the middle. Around the edges, it still looks a little bit light. I don't know if y'all can tell it on the camera or not, but from the way the light's hitting the glass, the mug, in the facets, it looks lighter and then darker right in the middle. I've got glare on the camera, so I can't really see what y'all see on there. But man, it's still a pretty brew. It just looks like a tea now, really. Jungle Boogie Pale Wheat Ale with Rooibos tea. And that's all the information I got. 5.7% ABV, Marz Community Brewing Company, Chicago, Illinois. All right, let's look and see if we can find a date on it. Nope. There is no date on the bottom of the can. So, whatever. I don't see anything around the side of it either. I mean, whatever. I don't guess it matters. I mean, the head tastes pleasant enough to me. So, this Jungle Boogie at a 5.7% ABV out of Chicago is for all American workers. Hey, I love and appreciate y'all. Thank you for the hard work that you do to provide for yourselves and your families. Pay your own damn way, just like I do. America don't roll and move without us, y'all. Hard-working American people is what keeps this country rolling and moving. So thank you, brothers and sisters, for what you do. Cheers. That's different. It's good. It's not great, but it's good. It's got just a different kind of flavor to it. So, the head was lingering when I first poured it. And then after I gave the can a swish, got all the good stuff out of it into here, the head kind of went away. It tastes like a very mild tea more than anything else. It's still got a little bit of bitterness in the finish, not like it was in the head. The head had a sharper, bitter finish than the body does, but the body still has a little bit of bitterness in the finish, and it just tastes like kind of like a mild tea. It's easy to drink, and all right, so I'm not a big unsweet tea fan. I just don't care too much for unsweet tea. I don't like it super syrupy sweet either. You know, just a regular, you know, sweet tea. I don't want it, you know, like syrup or anything like that, and I don't want it unsweet. I just want it sweet. Well, this kind of reminds you on the verge of an unsweet tea. Not completely, but on the verge of an unsweet tea. But it's also got, I don't know how to extract, maybe it doesn't really remind me of a fruitiness, but there's something along with the tea flavor. It's not really fruity though. I don't know. It's not like, it may be the Rooibos or whatever it is. I'm sure that's probably what it is, the flavor I'm getting. And I have no idea what that is, y'all, because I'm just a dumb old redneck. I don't know what that is, but it's good. It's not super fantastic and delicious, and it's not something I'm going to make my go-to beer, but it's good. I'm going to score it a B+ for what I've got here. Okay. Waste that gas. It don't cost nothing. I don't know, man. These young people, they'll pull out and they think they got to floor it when they pull out on the street. For whatever reason. There ain't no cars out here. It's not like he was trying to beat anybody. He just wanted to waste gas, I guess. Because I'm sure y'all heard that. Whatever. Anyway, the Rooibos, I guess, is the flavor I'm getting with the tea. You can't really detect the alcohol in it, but it's still got a little bit of a bitter finish to it. And almost just a little bit of a malty caramel type flavor, just very light malty caramel type flavor to it. If that makes any sense to y'all, but I mean, it's very, very light, but that's what I'm getting, along with the tea and the Rooibos, whatever that is. I guess that's what I'm tasting. But it's decent. I think B+ is a fair score for it. If you are in the Chicago area, hey, if you're in the Chicago area and you're watching this, leave me a comment. Let me know. I like to hear from folks from different parts of the world. I got one faithful viewer in Knoxville, Tennessee. He comments on all my stuff, just about. Eric B. Jones. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate your support, man. But I'd love to hear from more of you. I mean, y'all, I don't care. I'm not monetized or anything like that. I ain't trying to impress nobody with my beer drinking skills or beer knowledge or anything like that. I just like drinking beer, and I like sharing, these different beers that I can find with y'all, and just giving you my take on them. Hell, it's not like I'm a connoisseur or anything. I don't even know all the dadgum terminology and stuff. I just enjoy drinking beer and having a good time and shouting out to American worker, letting them know that I love and appreciate them. But leave me a comment if you want to. I'd appreciate it. And hell, you can subscribe if you want to. I'm here 4 times a week, every week. Been doing it for, 6 years now. There's a little beer mug right there. And you subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to. And if you don't, that's okay too. But I'd love to hear from you. Leave me a comment. Say, hey. Just all you got to do is say hey or whatever. Love to hear from you. And I try to acknowledge the comments that I get, but y'all, I don't get a whole lot of comments, but hell, I work 12-hour days, so I'm limited on what I can do and what I can respond to sometimes. And dadgum YouTube notifications ain't worth a crap, because I mean, a lot of times when I go and pull up my YouTube studio, it'll tell me how many responses I got, 9+ or whatever, and I'll go down through there and I'll try to look at the comments that I've got. Well, hell, a lot of times some of the comments ain't there. And I'll take a deep dive every once in a while. I'll find comments from 3-4 months ago, hell, a year ago, that I never even saw. So anyway, if I don't respond to you some kind of way, don't take offense to it or anything. Hell, I might not have seen you, but I try to. I try to at least, like it or something, so you know that I've seen it. Anyway, not that anybody gives a shit anyway. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, and that's okay. I love y'all anyway. I'll be back tomorrow for a Saturday Suds, and I've got a Colt 45 high gravity that I'm going to do for you tomorrow. It's in a 24-ounce can. I think it's a 8% ABV or something like that, real high ABV. I've never seen them before. It's in a black can. I've never seen a Colt 45 in a black can. And when I saw it, I said, hey, I got to try it. So we're going to do that tomorrow. Y'all stay tuned. Take care. I love and appreciate y'all. Cheers, brothers and sisters. That's real easy to drink. And it's kind of on the verge of an IPA, but not hardly. It doesn't have the real hoppiness that an IPA does.